Hope everyone's doing well. Today's recipe is going to be very simple. It's a thick porridge known as upma made out of semolina. I've taken about 2.5 cups of semolina, which is dry roasted. If you want, you can buy it roasted from any store, but I chose to roast it at home. So I've taken about 2.5 cups. It's a very popular South Indian breakfast or light dinner dish. Again, it's a porridge and hope you guys like it. So my ingredients of the day are, I'm gonna take about a tablespoon of mustard seeds, black mustard seeds, ghee, which is clarified butter towards the end, mixed with a little bit of oil. I've already pre-roasted my peanuts. If you're allergic to peanuts, don't bother using it. You can use cashews if you want, or no nuts at all. Totally up to you. I've taken a red chili this time. You can, if you don't have that, you can use green chilies or jalapenos, whatever your spice level capacity is. 1 green pepper, which I'm gonna dice shortly. Asafoetida, 1 red bell pepper, chopped up ginger, few curry leaves, red chili, dried red chili, and about a tablespoon of urad dal, and I'll note it in my recipe as well, a type of lentil, white lentil. So this I would take about 1 or 2 of these. Okay, let's get started. The red chili that I wanted to utilize, I think it might get too spicy otherwise, but you can use the full, and you can use any vegetables. I chose to use green bell pepper and red bell pepper, but you can even use frozen mixed vegetables, onions with peas, whatever you deem fit. About 2 tablespoons of just oil, any oil you want to use, to this cast iron pan that I have. And now I'm gonna add the mustard seeds as soon as the oil heats up a little bit. Teaspoons of black mustard seeds, as well as 2 of these big guys, red chilies. So I'm gonna crack open them, and some urad dal to it as well. So hear the crackling of the mustard seeds, that's a good sign. That just means the oil is heated up. I'm gonna put it for a little bit. Kind of hear the tapering down of the mustard seeds. So to this, I'm just gonna add the pre-roasted peanuts, but if you want, you can roast it in here at the same time. I'm just gonna add that and let it just, we want the dals or the lentils to become a nice golden brown. So that's the key indicator of a nice upma. And I'm gonna add a pinch of asafoetida. Let's stir it. More or less a nice golden brown. So to this, we're going to add the pieces of ginger, green curry leaves, as well as the red chilies. So notice how I took out the other red chili as they cooked and already fried up, because I don't like them in the food, only to be taken out, so I just took them out early. Okay, let's stir this. I've also added the remaining veggies and let it cook properly. In the meanwhile, I have actually added about 6 cups of water for the 2.5 cups of semolina. I've started that in a separate kettle, so towards the end, we're not adding cold water, but the water's already heated up and hot. I'm gonna let the veggies sweat a little bit. They are gonna cook in this boiling water momentarily before we add the semolina, and then we're gonna stir really quickly because this cooks super fast and it's not a lot of effort apart from chopping the vegetables, which takes about I want to say 6 minutes to actually cooking the upma, which takes another 6 minutes, possibly, 10, but the whole dinner should be ready within. Veggies have turned a little bit translucent. To this, we're gonna add the water, 6 cups of water, so the veggies cook a little bit more. This looks like it's a little bit more oil, but it's really not. Trust me, once you add the semolina to it, it shouldn't feel like it's dry. So that's why a little bit more oil in the beginning is essential. Now we're gonna add the water to this. I had measured 6 cups for 2.5. If you want, you can add a little bit less if you like it a little bit drier. My porridge is a little bit on the wetter side. And we're gonna salt this. We've salted this and it's already boiling water that we added to the veggies. So let it just simmer for another minute before we add the semolina. I just want to test if the veggies are cooked and they're soft. You can take one out, slice it through with a knife or your finger if you can withstand the heat to see if it's done. And I just tested mine and it's good to go. So as you can see, we're gonna start adding the semolina bit by bit, but you have to stir super quickly and it's going to congeal in a matter of seconds. So don't think the water is too much. It's just the congealing process. It's gonna pop everywhere, so make sure you have a lid. And we're gonna lid it and lower the heat. Notice how it's congealed beautifully. My husband really likes the sticky part. He likes the upma to stick to the pan. He likes that crust on the bottom, so I'm gonna let it cook on low heat for a little bit while I keep stirring. And we are going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of clarified butter to this. Added about 1.5 tablespoons of the ghee, and we're just gonna stir it together. Before we serve, you can serve it with some yogurt, plain yogurt, as well as pickle on the side if you'd like. Voila! Our upma is ready, steaming hot upma. Hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks. Bye.